First of all, congratulations here at the Rock.
Yeah, thanks. It's a great win. It's a great team win. I mean, I thought that's the first time this year we've had a total team effort. I thought the special teams were tremendous. I thought the defense played their tails off, and the offense, with the exception of one time, the ball.
Let's start with the way you get points here. Your kicker misses the field goal. You come back, give the young man confidence, and he nails a career long.
Oh, no question. You know, and he's a good kid. Extremely mentally tough. And I get a little bit nervous when he made about every tackle on a kickoff out there. So I told Rip we had to move no linebacker or something. But you know, he's a mentally tough kid. He went back in there. And that's a tough angle on that first one. But he's got to make that.
Talk offense in a moment, but defensively, you got some guys back that you hadn't had. And certainly, Billy Mitchell makes a presence here.
I thought Billy Mitchell, you know, he kind of settled things down in there for us a little bit. You know, he's got some experience and he played a whole lot of football for us a year ago. And him being in there, I just thought gave kind of a calmness to that defense. I thought the defense would play tremendous.
You have been wanting takeaways. You get those.
We've got a critical one down there. They were going to score on the one. They got a turnover right there to get the ball back to us. And we had the other one on the fumble up there. So that was good to see.
Offensive explosion again tonight.
Well, those three young running backs can go. Cato made the exception at one time. We turned it over to one time with the interception, but I thought he played extremely well. I thought the receivers played well. It was just overall, it was a fun game to watch. That all three phases finally came together and played extremely well. And then to go on the road and get a conference win like that against that team that just about took Central Florida in overtime a week ago was critical.
You said earlier in the week that your football team still had all of its goals out there in front of them, and it started here tonight.
They do. I mean, and that team they played tonight just like they played all year. I mean, they've we've lined up wherever we've gone, and we played extremely hard, and they did the same thing today, and it turned out in a positive way for us.
Doc, thanks for your time.
Thanks, guys.
What makes that team such a great quarterback and a great player?
Well, I think number one, you know, he's such a competitor. He works extremely hard. He understands the game. He grew up in such a tough environment that venues don't bother him. I mean, he walk into any place and go play. Nothing affects him. And, you know, he's a good player. I mean, he can make all the pros, and he's a young kid that continues to grow up.
One running back's efficiency seems to get the other guys going as far as rushing also, right?
I mean the Groom's kid. I mean, he gets in a little piece. He's a good player. And all three of those running backs, they're all freshmen. And for freshmen, they run around out there pretty good.
Too many penalties in there, right?
Yeah, we had a couple of really dumb penalties, to be honest with you. We got to eliminate that because you get into a situation that's a close game. You know, penalties like that can determine the outcome, and we've got to get that fixed.
First multi-sack game you had this year, first multi-turnover, pickoff game, turnover game you had this year. What was it that you were doing tonight that allowed you guys to really get after those two phases?
I think they just played. I just saw a defense out there tonight that was running well and just swarmed extremely hard to the ball, and guys were just making plays. I mean, they just and I think too you see that defense start to settle in a little bit, and now they've got some under their belt, and the Dom and the O and DJ Hunters and all those guys that for the first time are starting to feel comfortable with what they're doing.
And it could be just
how much to the off week difference, Doc, and getting people back and just getting everybody settled down.
I think it was huge. You see Billy Mitchell is in there, Ken Smith's in there a little bit, and just to get guys that came out and practiced. And for Pac-Man, for Lovett to be able to practice, and for Derek Thomas to be able to practice, and those guys just to be able to go out there and go was critical. And we didn't have Jarquez Samuel out there today. He had a little bit of deal. He got he got an injury that he didn't play, so he'll be full speed ahead
Next week at your place, talk to where y'all are in the conference. Seems like y'all are right where you need to be.
Well, it's like everything we want's out there. I mean, our goal is always to win a conference championship, and we got probably what a lot of people think is the best team in the conference coming to our place Saturday night. So we need to get a hell of a crowd, and let's go have some fun.
And when you have a defensive game like this, how much momentum do you feel that's going to bring for you guys going into such a crucial game against such an opponent?
There's any question, Derek, that the confidence that defense will have coming out of that game has got to help them, and they got to feel pretty good about themselves right now, the way they tackled, the way they swung to the ball, and the way they played. So I think there's no doubt that it'll be a confidence level that we haven't seen in the past 4 or 5 weeks.
How did you feel? When you watched them during the game? I mean, their internal momentum and their just their feeling had to really start pumping up. As the game went, just the more they stopped the team, the more they picked up turnovers, that type of thing.
It kind of snowballs. They got, like you mentioned, I felt that the confidence. They got, the longer it went, the more confident they got, and see guys out there making plays, running around, having fun playing. It's great to see as a head coach.
You look at Grooms, and the 64-yard touchdown run that he had was huge. I mean, Cato's just coming off that pick that went off Buck's hands, and he goes into the end zone. It was on your sideline. Just how fast is he carrying that ball? I mean, it looked like
you give him a little crease. He's a good back. Those three freshman backs, they can all play. I'm glad you're wearing the green and white. I know that.
career high for him, and Schuler gets in the end zone. I know that's something that you all have been trying to get there, but when everything comes together like that, how huge is it just from a mental standpoint, offense picking up defense, defense picking up offense, and that being able to carry in the
Like I say, that for the first time, we played a complete game in all three phases. It was good. So that was our goal. I mean, that's what we talked about the past 2 weeks. Is, hey, it's time for us to play.
Can't be happy though. I mean, it's one of those deals where you all necessarily haven't been in this situation. They've got to get back to work on Tuesday, just like you said.
We'll enjoy this. We'll be a happy play on the way home. We'll enjoy it on the way home, and we'll go back to work tomorrow.
Maybe the line is happy but not satisfied.
Oh, absolutely. You're never satisfied. I mean, we can make a ton of improvement in a lot of areas, but again, the win, come on the road. Anytime you come on the road and beat a conference foe, that's a big time.
And I'm sure you're coming out of here with a lot better feeling than you were the last time you came out here. I would say.